cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. It's time again.
What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is Music Monday, and I'm your host, Slash. And with me, I got Comedian 96, K Money, Freddie G. Together, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, The 52 Scott Podcast. All right, welcome back to Music Monday, y'all. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who came out last night for the 5th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Comedy Show featuring the comic crew. We had a good time. Glad everybody showed up. Had a good time. Y'all had y'all drinks. Y'all had food. They had hookahs. We had a good time laughing with the comic crew. So we look forward to you again next year. Our show for you today is about remade songs, artists that original song was remade by a different artist. So we're going to see who did it better. Was it the original or was it the second artist or the third artist to actually cover this song? Now, I want to talk about one that I never knew was a remake, or I didn't know this song was ever remade, but I kind of sort of thought it was. Whitney Houston did this one, The Greatest Love of All. Did y'all know that song had been covered before by other artists?
No, I didn't.
No, not The Greatest Love of All.
Yeah, George Benson recorded it, released it in 1977.
George Benson.
Yeah.
I remember George Benson.
He released it in the United States, Japan, France, Germany, New Zealand, Australia, Italy, Brazil, Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and Thailand.
You saying 77?
Yeah, 1977. George Benson.
Man.
You know, I would have never known that.
I wouldn't have known that. Yeah. I know about one other song that she did that someone else did, but that's the only song.
Yeah, she's got a few. Matter of fact, I think the other one that you're talking about is I Will Always Love You remake.
I think any song Whitney Houston is remade, she probably killed it.
She killed it, and we all think she sung it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The same with the one with George Benson. I didn't know she did it better. I thought that was the first time ever. How good she did, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, Dolly Parton did in 1974. She recorded I Will Always Love You. It was written by Dolly Parton, actually.
Man, I think you can probably put any song out there, and if Whitney Houston singing it, she would probably do it better.
Yeah, it looks like she did the Star Spangled Banner.
I'm going to go even further than that. Anything song that Whitney sang, if you think about it, who's remade it? Who even tried?
Wow. Good question.
You can't.
Yeah.
That voice. You
can
can't
cover
implicate it.
Whitney
You
song.
can't duplicate it. It's
The only person I think could duplicate.
J Hud.
Yep.
No.
What?
Lettucey? Well, no.
Come on, man.
Nah.
You give Lettucey a lot of credit, and I love
Lettucey.
Yeah.
So you saying Jennifer Hudson can't?
Man,
Jennifer
Hudson.
Yeah, Jennifer could do it. Jennifer can do it.
She could redo a Whitney Houston
So you
song.
don't think Jasmine can do it?
No. Jasmine is a soul. She's soul.
Soul, that's right. Yeah.
Whitney is pop.
Pop, yeah.
You know.
She's a little bit of everything.
Right. Whitney could kind of do everything but soul, but she can sing a soul song because she had the church in her voice.
In her voice, yep.
But so there are others. I think we talked about one earlier too. The Jackson 5. Mm-hmm. All I do is think of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
So they did that in 1975, but it was remade by Troop.
Troop. Yep.
Yeah.
But Troop did a really good job.
Troop did a good job.
They did a good job.
You know, they did a really good job.
They did.
But what it sounded like to me was Troop said, okay, let's sit down. Let's listen to what the Jackson 5 are doing. and let's recreate exactly what they did, but with our voice.
Gotcha.
Had to have been that because I mean every ad lib, every run, every was like
damn
boom,
near identical.
Yeah.
almost identical, man. So I mean they did a good job, but honestly for me, I still say the original is better. That's the Jackson
I
5,
have to
man.
agree with
Jackson
you on
five.
that one. Yeah.
You know what I mean, man? Mike, man, he got that, man. The Jackson 5. Young Mike, you know.
Black Mike.
Black Mike.
The black big nose Mike, bell pepper nose
Nigga
Mike.
knows Mike.
Yeah, he wasn't the white Mike.
Yeah,
all.
yeah, exactly. The bleached Mike.
Yeah, he wasn't that one. So now here's an artist that is really good for a long time. I mean, every song he really ever made, he was almost the greatest at any song he done, just being totally honest. Stevie Wonder. Remember that song, Knocks Me Off My Feet?
Oh man,
Come on,
couple of
man.
people made that over.
Now, he did it in 1976.
Yeah, but I got.
So what version do y'all think can touch Stevie Wonder's Knock Me Off My Feet? Which artist?
Donnell Jones.
Donnell Jones.
Calvin
Hey.
Richardson. I think he did it.
They both did a good job. But
Yeah.
listen to whose song they remade, fellas. Come
Yeah,
on, keep it
it's
real.
like-
Come on, Stevie.
Yeah.
Now, did Tevin Campbell
Yeah, he
redo
did do it.
That's who did it.
No, who?
Tevin Campbell?
Yeah, but Donnell Jones to me, man.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
with the original, bro.
The original Stevie.
sir.
Stevie, I love Stevie, man. I can't take nothing. Stevie is so creative, man, and
Yeah, he
original.
is.
That is hard. It's honestly, man, no remakes. I have not heard not very many remakes, but it's only 2 songs, and it just so happened one was by a girl group and the other one by Stevie.
Yeah.
But we hadn't got to that. We'll get to it. But it's a Stevie song.
Yeah.
Those are only 2 people that I think they did it successfully.
Yeah.
Rest of these,
They didn't really do too
yeah.
bad. So y'all going with the original.
Now I'm
Stevie, you
going with Donnell Jones.
Donnell
man.
Jones,
with
the
the
original.
original.
I'm going with the original Stevie
Okay,
on this
I'm
one, on
original
this song.
too.
On this
yeah,
song.
I'm original with the Knocks Me Off My Feet. I like Stevie.
Yeah.
I stand
But I do
alone.
like Tevin Campbell's version.
Okay.
So now here's another. What about this one? Ribbon in the Sky. Stevie.
No,
I'm
intro.
going with the original.
I'm going with intro.
I'm going with
on
the
this one,
original.
I will go with
And,
intro.
and you know what? I'm not gonna say that's not a good choice, but I want to just say why I know you're choosing intro. Because when you listen to their Ribbon in the Sky, I think what they were trying to base
They
a group
harmonized.
on was
Yep.
the harmony and
Yep.
and the backgrounds that they was laying and how they
Uh-huh.
was laying them down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they did good because they was able to expose their sound.
I'll never forget the interview we had with Stevie, because Stevie don't like you doing it. He
His songs,
approved of it.
Yeah.
So for the artist, for him to go ahead and I remember that interview.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a jam, and I hadn't heard it yet. And the first time I heard it was on BET.
So
And
what does
when
that
they-
speak? How does that speak to you when you say if the original artists approve of it? How does that speak to you? What does that tell you?
That tells me that. Okay, so most people, like I think Erica said it the best. He said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. She said it the best. So people that are artists probably are sensitive about their work. And if you don't do it right, man, what you doing, man? Don't you sing that, bro. It was probably one of them, but he sung it real good, man. Y'all tore that up. Please play that. And I
Well-
think that's the way it went.
Oh,
with
he
it.
What-
gave him praise.
Yeah, he praised
kinda,
them. He
to
praised
kind of
them.
answer that just a little bit legally, anytime you remake or cover a song and actually put it out to put it in the world to listen to radio or whatever, you have to have it cleared before it even comes out. So that artist has the opportunity to say, nah, I don't like it. Don't put that out. And you know who's good for doing that? Anita Baker won't let you do her stuff.
Oh, you know what?
She
don't
turns
know.
you down. Bloop, nope, you can't do it. But she's the original writer and producer of a lot of her own stuff. So she's holding. She got it. She on her own masters.
How much?
basically.
How much does the check play a part? The amount of money that's going to be paid to the original artist. How much does that play?
So
a part?
that depends on it. That's a mechanical fee or mechanical license.
Mechanical royalties.
Yeah, mechanical royalties basically. So whatever your publishing company makes from the spins that they pay you for from ASCAP BMI for radio play is where that money starts to break down.
So I do have a question on that. And it's on topic, but a little bit off topic. So the guy that sung Just Got Paid
Friday night.
Johnny Kemp.
Yeah,
Johnny Kemp.
Johnny Kemp.
Yeah.
He had an interview on MTV. I'll never forget. He said, "Man, when I sung that song, and this is the exact word, when I sung that song, I made a little money." He said, "But when the Backstreet Boys sung it,
They made a lot of it.
he said the guy, the original singer,
Made.
said, I have never seen that many zeros in my
Yeah.
life."
He made the money off of them.
So I don't understand how
So
So-
they remade that?
Backstreet Boys.
Here, so
Yeah.
let me help you understand that. So he was the original, right? Mm-hmm. So when they did it, it got cleared through his company and Harry Fox agency,
Right.
and right then was the agreement on how much percentage was going to come about because Backstreet Boys knew it was going to be a really, really big song.
Oh.
Let's just say, for instance, they had 100,000 more listeners than the original had. So they're gonna get more spin. So the money is gonna probably be double or quadruple of what they would have made had it just been Johnny Kemp.
Yeah.
Because Backstreet Boys was huge already. So he already knew he could say, "Well, man, give me 20% of everything
On
royalties."
his part.
Do you know what I'm saying? And they can agree to that because guess what? Whoever owns the publishing can say, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take 20% and y'all keep the rest since y'all singing it, but I need 20% of everything y'all make." And that's a good deal. So, but you got the Backstreet Boys who were known by millions of people.
Yeah. So
So
20%
millions
of
of
me.
records.
Yeah, he won
You
on
feel
that
what I'm
one.
saying?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
won on
yeah.
So
that.
you can get lucky at any time.
Yeah.
When it comes to these remakes, if your song was big then somebody later on, I mean, think about now. What I will say too, not to stop what I was saying about remakes, but the rap music is almost the only thing that they gonna remake. You can't really remake that. Do you know what I mean? But there were a couple. Lottie Dottie, Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's a remake rap. Now we hadn't
Yeah.
touched on none of that, but that's one. Now, what I will say, I like Snoop's version.
Well, they did. This is a new one. You probably don't know. Ball If You Want. Go ahead.
Is that a remake?
They remade it, same beat. The girl from Erica Banks and what's this? The rapper that just got.
I kind of got a
Canceled.
feeling we going the wrong way with this.
No, they remade the same song.
So it's the same lyrics.
No.
That we don't want to
Different
talk
lyrics,
about
same
that.
beat.
Because that's gonna kill.
Same beat, same exact beat. though.
Theory of what I'm talking about has nothing to do with a
It's a
remake
remake.
beat. It's a song, a cover song. Songs that are covered. If I redo if I redo a Marvin Gaye song,
Yeah.
I cover that Marvin Gaye song, the beat, and I'm gonna sing his lyrics.
Okay. So he's a musical engineer, y'all. I don't know. He's a sound.
Comedian
He's
96,
our
what
producer.
have you learned?
So
What have you learned
I've
from
learned
that
that I don't know anything about music
All right, well, let's-
behind the scenes. That's what
Now,
I just learned.
I just want to bring this up. We've been here how long on this show, and you did not know what we was talking about?
No, I knew what we were talking about.
Well, what
I
happened
said
just
what
now,
I'm
man?
saying is
Something happened between then.
it's the same beat, different rappers. So that is a remake.
That's a remix.
What
How
P
is
Diddy
this a
do? What
remix?
P
They are the
Diddy
same-
known
P.
for?
Diddy-
P.
known
Diddy
for.
remix songs. He'll go and get a beat from Police and sing their own songs and change the words.
He known for remix.
That's remix.
Okay.
Remake is kind of a
Then
cover.
I made a mistake.
So-
Yeah.
Make me-
I need you
No,
to go.
it's just a
Comedian
mistake. It's
96.
a-
I need you to go sit in the corner.
So now here's one. Maze did it in 1981, and Beyonce, Before I Let Go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so that one, I'm gonna say this. I like May's version better. I'm original on anything Maze.
I mean, come
Yep,
on.
yep,
They
yep.
made it classic.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Anybody in Maze, if we had this conversation, I'm gonna like the original.
All right, but what
I agree.
Beyonce
We're-
did
we're-
do is bring a younger generation.
She brought a
it to
younger
their
gen- yeah.
attention. You
Which
know what I'm saying?
I
As-
agree.
as well as bringing Maze
Yeah.
to their attention.
That was good.
And she didn't ruin it.
No.
Right. She didn't do a
she
horrible
didn't
job.
ruin it.
Yeah.
And shit,
She
they
was-
Now-
knew she was going to make some coins off of it, too.
And what made it creative was the fact that she put that little bounce
Yep.
to it. That took it to the club.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it was already in the club.
Yeah.
But it took it to the youth field, the younger group.
Club and social media.
Club everywhere, yeah. So
And
that was a
women's
really
were
good
throwing
job.
their middles.
Now, I'll tell you somebody else who did one from one of our classic old school groups that everybody loved, the Ozzy Brothers.
Ozzy Brothers.
Aaliyah did At Your Best.
Yep.
Jamming.
Jamming. But you can't replace it.
I mean,
It's jamming.
No,
I
no,
love Aaliyah. I'm a
Aaliyah.
big Aaliyah fan.
Oh man.
yeah.
That one hurt. I put him in a tie because the way she sung it was so.
She made it
She
her
made
own.
it fit. She it was heartfelt.
Yeah,
with her
it's like,
singing.
yeah, I like-
you
I
could
want-
feel
I
what
wanna
she
hear
was
more.
saying.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But she did a good job. But you know, I it's a tie for me.
There's a tie on that. I agree with you. I'm with you on
It's a
that.
tie.
Yeah,
It's a tie.
I can agree with that.
You know, Ronald Isley is good, of course, on it, but Aaliyah did a really, really, really good job.
I'm going with the original.
You know,
bro.
the original. So now, Confunction did a song back in the day called Love's Train.
Yep.
Which new group
God, that sucks.
remade that song?
Anderson .Paak and
boys
did justice.
Them boys
Silk Sonic,
did
Anderson
justice.
.Paak, all
Silk
them
Sonic.
They did it some
guys.
justice too.
They did it some justice.
Yeah.
did
Now,
that.
I'll tell you what I like about it. I listen to the music, the instrumental part, but I'm listening to the vocals, but I'm listening to the music.
They actually play instruments.
Hey, man,
It changed the
they
game.
touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They touched it.
I give it a tie though. I ain't gonna lie. I give it a tie.
I don't know. I think I'll
give
give
it
it
a
to the. I did say it was only 2, but this one,
I'll get I'm gonna say I give Confunction it for the originality,
Yeah.
I give.
but the creativity and the way that Silk Sonic did it,
They
Brilliant.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing though. They really didn't do too much difference, man.
nah, they didn't.
It sound damn near identical.
But what they did good, just to add to that, was that they picked the right person for the right vocal.
For right vocal. Yep.
Right
yep,
part.
Yep.
The,
I agree.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
The only thing difference between the old school and new school, right?
Yeah.
If you remember back in the old school, if you listen to, and I used to hate this because when don't laugh, when Luther first came out, in the beginning of the songs, the song could last about 3 or 4 minutes without no words
With
being
no
sung.
words,
Like
yeah.
Run Rubber on Me,
Yeah.
Charlene, dun 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 dun, dun dun dun. That lasts forever before a word came on.
Right.
And then Luther's Don't You Remember?
Music for a
Man,
long
I'm going
time.
to tell you,
Yeah.
when that song came out, I was young. And I had girlfriends during that period. I wouldn't make it to the words, if you know what I mean. When
Yeah.
we ended, it was the most embarrassing thing. I was always going to, you want some juice?
So,
You want some water?
so Luther when he doom 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 doom.
He didn't get that far. It was. I was all in the birds.
It's over with.
Yeah, no.
But
No, I didn't get to no words. I didn't get to that. I'm at the whistle part when they do in the beginning. Do 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 do.
game over.
It's over with.
Do, do. When they hit that bass, that's it.
Game over.
I'm asking her if she wants some juice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was when I was young.
You
Not
know how
now.
to foreplay, bro.
Now I go.
So now here's one of our own, H-Town, and Shirley Murdoch. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
They had a Thin Line, which was actually a movie that
Yep.
Martin was in, starring other black artists. I mean, other black actors and actresses. So the original song was by the Persuaders.
Persuaded.
Yeah.
Back in the days, there.
Thin line between love
And I'll tell you something. I like the Persuaders version. I'm not gonna lie, but the H-Town version was just a more updated sound. You know, per se. The production was a little bit better.
You have to have a strong voice to sing that song.
Vocals was a little bit better
Yeah.
than the Persuaders. You know, not to take nothing away from the Persuaders, because of course they are some of the foundation of where R&B music come from. So not to take nothing away from them.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just to say that H-Town and they producers really did a good job at recreating that.
Yeah.
That feel. And Dino did a really good job. Rest in peace to
Yes, he did.
Dino.
Yeah.
He did a really, really good job with delivering
Yeah.
that song the way it was done. Because if you listen to the original, you can tell he went a little bit over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was there. The original, it was there, but it wasn't where he took it.
Yeah, yeah.
He took it. He put that like what they call it, into it. And I mean, they did really good off of that song. You know,
Third Ward seasoning in it.
Yeah.
Third Ward. There we go. They used to catch the 52 Scott. That I know that for a fact.
Right.
So, but yeah, shout out to H-Town. They still doing their thing right now. But yeah, so most of these songs are remakes that we talked about. For the most part, the original version was chose rather than some were, the.
Can I tell y'all one we missed? There was one that I never ever wanted nobody to touch. It was a song by the Emotions.
Which song?
It was called "Don't Ask My Neighbor."
Don't Ask My Neighbor.
But here's the crazy part. About 2 to 3 weeks ago, I was on IG, and guess who was singing it? Pam and Gina, which, if you don't know, Tashina Arnold and what's her name?
I can't think of her.
Tashina Arnold played with Martin. What was that? The other girl?
Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell and Tashina Arnold. They sang that song, and I gotta be honest,
they killed it.
They did
They
it better
both
than
can
the
blow.
original. They did it better than the
both can
original.
blow.
I had never knew they redid the song. Because I was looking at I was like, this is way back when they was young.
Now, you made me think of somebody that we didn't mention too. I don't remember the name of the song that she did, but she redid a few. Mary J.
Or Rolls Royce, I'm going down.
Yeah, she redid that.
Yeah, that's right.
Now,
she showed it.
Now, I will say, Mary crashed it.
She did.
She did.
But
She
you
did.
know the original.
The original
again,
is
the
the
original, bruh.
You can't beat
the
that.
original kind of guy.
Yeah.
But you can't take away. But that means it was a great song before anybody great even did it.
You're right, but K Money, go listen to Don't Ask My Neighbor, because trust me, I didn't want nobody touching that song.
This was done a while ago, right? That they did it. I've heard it. Yeah, they did good.
Man.
K Money, the original kind of guy. He eat his chicken raw. you want it fried? No, I want it original raw.
I only get it from KFC original.
Me too.
You go to the bar, you don't even order a cognac. You just give me some unleaded gasoline.
So yeah. Again, original was pretty much it. For the most part. Shout out to all the original artists who created or wrote these songs that we spoke about. Shout out to the artists that remade them. Shout out to the next artist that redo it. Y'all keep y'all ears tuned in. We out. So that's all, y'all, for this edition of Music Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Come back tomorrow and check out True Tuesday with K Money. Hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, V52 Scott Podcast. On Twitter, @52 Scott Podcast.